The other day, I had some plans. I did the work in the morning, and I figured my plans after that would be to run, do some errands, come back, make dinner, be with John for the evening. It was figured out. I had plans. Well, as I was getting ready, because I finished my work in the morning and I was getting my bags together, things I needed to do at different stores and such, my husband walked out of his office and turned off the light. And obviously, he had finished work early for the day, really early. I think it was around 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And he said, "Where are you going?" And I said, "Well, I'm going to go, pick up the prescription for you as I'm running around." And he said, "I'll go with you if you don't mind." And I thought, my brain is going 100 miles an hour going, he hates to go shopping. He's not big into running a lot of errands. And I said, "I don't think you'd want to go with me. I got a lot of little errands I'm going to run." And he goes, "But maybe at the end, we can go ahead and go out for dinner." And I'm thinking, ooh, I like that part. I like not cooking dinner. So I said, "Well, if you're sure." And he goes, "Sure, just let me make a coffee to go." So that's what he did. So I grabbed my stuff and we went to the car and we're heading for our first errand. And he says, "Where are we going first?" And I said, "We need to stop at the library. I have had a book on hold. I'm afraid they're going to put it back. I just need to stop there and pick it up. It's just been like this monkey on my back. I need to get it done." He said, "Okay." So I pull up and I said, "Are you getting out?" And he said, "No, you're just going to run in there and get the book, aren't you?" And it was like, "Yeah, sure." So I left him in the car, went up to the door, yanked on it, and it was locked. A library that usually is open. And I know the door's locked, so I try the other door. It's locked. I look around for the hours for the library, and it's supposed to be open till 7 o'clock in the evening. So I know it's supposed to be, and the lights are on. That's what were blowing my mind. Lights were on, doors are locked, but I couldn't see any people inside through the doors. So I tried one more time, thinking I'm losing my mind, and the door was definitely locked. So I head back to the car, get in, and he goes, "Where's your book?" And I said, "It's closed. For some reason, it's locked up. Something must have happened. I'm just not sure. Usually the library's open." So we head on our way, go to the next errand. Because where we're going next? I said, "We got to go to the cleaners." And I've been looking around for a cleaners that is closer to us, and I found one. All we have to do is drive over there, and it's about 30 minutes away. And it was close to where I had to pick up my husband's prescription. So we head on over there. I grab my husband's jacket because he needs a zipper replaced on it. And I can't sew a zipper to this jacket. I take it. I said, "You gonna get out?" And he says, "No, I'll wait in the car again." And I was like, "All right, this will just be a few minutes." I get out, I walk up to the building, yank on the door because I see the lights on inside. The door is locked. I'm thinking, you got to be kidding me. So I go ahead and look at the hours that they're open, and it shows that they would be open at this time, but definitely the door is locked. And I see nobody inside but a bunch of clothes hanging up. And I see this little sign that posted, "Hey, you can go to this other city and visit our other store. We're closed right now." Strike two. Let's keep going here. I was getting rather frustrated. It was raining off and on, so I'm heading out of the car doing these errands, getting a little soaked. But my husband seemed in good spirits. He was thrilled to be with me, and we were listening to a book on tape in the car. So off to the next place, I tell him. So off to the next location. I said, "Look, I just got to run into this store. I know the four things I'm going to get. It'll be easy peasy, and I'll be right back out if you want to wait in the car." And he says, "Yep, I'll wait in the car." And so I run into this small, tiny store. I go in there, and they only had three of the four things I was looking for. Darn. Okay, I'm fine. No worries. I can handle that. I go to the register, nobody there. Now I know I saw somebody when I walked into the store, and it had a bell there to ring. And I really normally don't ring the bell when you see it there. I figure just be patient and wait. But John's waiting in the car. So I go over and I just gently tap the bell, thinking someone's going to show up. I look at my phone and see the time. I wait about 2 minutes. Still nobody's coming. So I tap the bell harder this time. Wait another 2 minutes. Nobody. I tap the bell again, and that's when I realize there's a self-checkout area there. So I go over to the self-checkout, start ringing up my stuff. I had to put the third item back because I really just wanted to confirm some information on that item as well as the price, because there wasn't a price tag on the shelf for this third item, and I'll just get the two items. I'm ringing them up, and of course the register is stuck. It does its thing, and now I really need to have somebody there. Thank God somebody started coming up the aisle. I'm coming. And they said, sorry, they needed me in the back of the store. And they went ahead and helped me check out. I get out to the car. I apologize to John because it was about 15 minutes at least. He was waiting for, and it was just going to be a quick run in and run out. I said, okay, last stop before we go to dinner. I said, just got to run into the store and get the prescription. He said, all right, I'm going to stay in the car. No reason for me to get out. You're going to come right back out again. I said, yes, I'm sorry. It's just one of those times. Just nothing. It just didn't seem like much was going my way. So I go in to get the prescription, and the line is long, and there's only one person on the register. And it's going on 20 minutes now that I'm in line. And I know I got to wait for the prescription. I got to stay there. But the day sure wasn't going as I had planned. And I was getting rather frustrated. The library was closed. The cleaners was closed. The store that I went to beforehand, I didn't even find anybody at the register for a while. And now I'm in line for this prescription with a mega line. Now, though my husband was being very patient in the car and kind of laughing a little each time I'd come back with a failure, it was getting kind of old to me. It was a lot of work for me to stop my work half day to go do these family errands. And yet I was getting nothing accomplished. And I knew I was going to have to go do these errands on another day. Well, I finally get the prescription. I head out to the car, and he's like, all done? And I was like, yes, all done. Sorry, there was a long line. Yeah, no problems. And so then we went to dinner, and as we're ordering the food, I'm thinking, I had my plan of what I thought I can get done today and do this other. But I think Satan also had a plan to discombobulate me because my patience was running very thin. And I wasn't enjoying the time with John, even though he seemed to be, but my husband is pretty darn easygoing. And we were enjoying listening to the book in the car together and being able to talk about it. But it seemed to me that Satan's plan was to get me all riled up. And at that point, I needed to just breathe and go, you know what, God, Satan has a plan here, but you got a better one. Investing that time with my husband was huge. And I'm so glad I didn't really talk him out of coming with me. I know he hates errands and such. And you know what? He probably would have hated it even more if he got out of the car as many times as I did and had failures happen. However, he stayed in the car content and just got on his iPhone and was doing things. So he was fine. God's plan for me, as Jeremiah 29:11 says, is for my good, not my harm. And if I got to keep learning patience as I go along and breathe, stay calm, and encourage others that were in that long mega line picking up their prescription, then that's where I guess I'm supposed to be, to give others hope. There's going to be bumps in the road. There's going to be detours at time. But as long as I'm keeping my eyes on him, the path is going to lead me back to where God wants me to go. And Satan's plan to ruin John and I's evening didn't have a chance when I was able to refocus standing in line, ordering our food at the restaurant. Remember, because he lives, it does change everything.